Alright folks, we are here for the Week 7 recap of FPL with the BBloomGang here. This is the final week of regular play, and we're here first with the OU game. This is Molly's game here. Let's see what happens. Alright, so League Dragapult versus the Coco. So yeah, really all you can do is go for the U-turn, because you don't going to want to hit by a Dazzling Gleam. Let's see if they go for the, okay, yep, they just go for the U-turn themselves. Take some Rocky Helmet chip, that's cool. And they do set up the rain for their rain team. Good grief, very threatening. Let's see if they, okay. Just keep going for U-turn, bring in probably Barrascuda or Tapu Koko. Oof. If this thing has Thunder, it's going to be a threat. But, do have the Toads. They continue to just U-turn out. And now they've got the Hurricane Boy. They plot up. And we miss a Toxic. That's some trash. Go for the +2 Hurricane. Toad is able to live and get off a Scald. Having Poison really would have helped. Put this thing on a timer. They're going to land another Hurricane because in the rain, 100%. In comes Ferrothorn. And yep, get off a nice spec Shadow Ball to get some ship. And you just switch on out into Zapdos. Okay, cool. Get rid of the Choice Band, but Zapdos is still a threat, as I'm assuming they're just going to U-turn out. Yep. Man, just non-stop U-turns. One of the best moves in the game, though. Go for Shadow Ball on the Ferrothorn. As, yep, back into Coco as another Shadow Ball. Dang. I'm surprised that they went Coco there, because now their grassy, or their electric terrain's on a timer. And then it'll be gone forever. Bring in the Pelipper to get up the rain, as it takes more chip. So, slowly whittling this thing down. Seems like they went for the Brave Bird, get a nice amount of damage off on the Swift Swim Seismitoad. They do let them scald them, because at this point the Zapdos is so low, and we still need to get rid of Tornadus and Ferrothorn, but the Rillaboom does do a lot of damage to this thing. 48%, good grief. Go for the Grassy Glide. And take out the Seismitoad. Not sure why they didn't just go Ferrothorn, honestly. Anyways, seems like they're going to go for the knockoff here. Get rid of that Rocky Helmet, but they take some chip in the process, get some more Regenerators that turn out into Polt. I wonder if this Polt, oh, they're just going to keep Shadow Balling probably. Oh, they do reveal Fire Blast, but in the rain, it's not going to do enough. Get rid of those choice specs. As now rain is gone, so they're probably going to bring in Pelipper. But now that choice specs are gone, you can go for a Shadow Ball real quick. Hopefully take this Pelipper out. Yep. There it is. So rain is on a timer, but the Barrascuda is in. Does 1,000,000% to Clef. Because I mean Clef's not going to do a whole lot. They plot up, so I'm assuming they're going to Moonblast you up to get some chip. And that's in range of Grassy Glide. Of course, they are just going to be able to go out into their Ferrothorn. Oh, if you can get rid of this Ferrothorn. Oh, it's so close. I think I definitely would have gone for the Shadow Ball there. Because, I mean, you know they were going Ferrothorn, right? They had to. But I get, well, no, it was a 50-50. It was a 50-50 whether they stayed in with Torn. You're right. 50-50. Because I don't think Shadow Ball would have killed Torn without the specs. Another plot up as they go for the Brave Bird. And this does look a little bit scary because, well, now rain is gone, so the Hurricanes aren't 100% accurate at least. In comes Boom. So they go out into Ferrothorn, set up a nice and powerful SD. Look at that. The plays. I would not be able to make that play on my own. Into the Barrascudas, go for the knockoff to get rid of this thing in case they stay in with Ferrothorn. As now I'm assuming, yep, bring in this thing. Back out into Ferrothorn, set up another SD. And now you can just knock this thing off. And here's a fun fact I didn't realize today. Check this out. This is just how powerful this freaking Rillaboom is. +3 Life Orb is easily going to take this thing. I mean, well, we saw plus, I mean, not even plus, just Life Orb You're like 48 to this thing. So you know that it was gonna, oof, man. Lots of 50-50s. Let's go into the next game. Now here, the boy Seabrans, his opponent said that they were going to be memeing. And granted, this does look a little bit memey, but I don't think they went as far as Seabrans did with bringing Mono Shell Smash. So, Poltegeist. Now, I feel like Poltegeist could have really put in work. Well, I don't know if they were bulletproof or not on this thing. But go for the Shell Smash right away, as they lead Politoed and go for the Encore, which sucks. As they keep Shell Smashing, they just keep going for it, even though they're just going to go for the Scald now, and get a burn, of course. I think I would have tried to go out into another Smasher, but down goes Poltegeist, who could have taken on a good chunk of their team. In comes Turtonator, who's going to take 1,000,000% and just drop a Draco to get some chip on this thing. And now I'm pretty sure, yep, another Skull takes it out, and we're already down 2 Pokemon, which sucks. Blastoise now Shell Smashes up. As, I think, yep, another Encore. And in comes Caracosta now, as they go Thundy. Because Thundy could take on the rest of the team. Now that Turtonator's gone, another Shell Smash. Man, so many Shell Smashers are water types. And in comes Como, as Waterfall does Diddly Squat. And another Waterfall to try to flinch, as they Iron Defense. Oh my goodness. Another Shell Smash, as I'm assuming they're going to Body Press. Oh, they get up rocks. Thankfully, though, we do have Rapid Spin on the Blastoise for these 2 other Shell Smashers, at least, to give them a chance, somewhat of a chance. So go for the Rapid Spin and get it off. And I'm assuming, yep, there's the Body Press does 1,000,000%. Because that is Stab Body Press. Go for the Shell Smash. As I'm assuming they're going to, yep, Body Press. Bring us down to our Sash. And I'm assuming Icicle Crash on the Politoed. Yep. Oh, I mean Icicle Spear, my bad. Alright, so close, but not quite. Dang, what was it? Needed a whole bunch of 9s, and even then it wouldn't have done it. But they're able to take it out on the next turn. In comes Crawdon, who can easily just Aqua Jet this thing. And, yeah. It is over, my friends. It is over. Get rid of the White Herb. X Scissor to get rid of the dang Crawdaunt. And Thundy takes him out. So, Seabrans tried to meme, but unfortunately, the opponent said nah. On to the Gen 5 game. Let's see what happens here. So, oh, I need to switch. Lead Ferrothorn versus Thundy as they set up a sub. Go for the Focus Blast. Does a pretty good chunk right away. Gyro Ball's going to take it out. And in comes the Lottie on another sub. Go for the Dragon Pulse to take it out. Nice, nice, nice. HP Ice, almost to a KOs, but not quite. In comes Tentagruel, who walls almost the entire team. Alright, in comes Conk. As, yep, there's the Ferrothorn. Back out into Politoed. Ooh, but the bulk up is coming through. And another Encore. Just all these Politoads, man. Just getting us with this Encores. Alright, yep, just switch out. Because they're going to Encore you into Oblivion. Get a burn, which sucks. Because now we can't write the sub on what's it called, Thundy. As they are, of course, the Liquid Ooze. Alright, go for the nice spike. Geez, that Gen 5 burn, man, does so much. Take a little bit of spike and the Drain Punch. But that Rain Dish. That Rain Dish lefties. Alright, I think I might have to speed it up here. Alright, go for the Scald. I'm assuming this thing is guts, right? They usually are. I wonder if it's like AV guts. Does Assault Vest exist in Gen 5? I don't know. I never played Gen 5. Yeah, but you can tell that's guts. Let me just look up Assault Vest real quick. What else is going? Assault Vest Pokemon. When did this thing come out? Yep, Gen 6, like I thought. So what item is on Conk? It's not Life Orb, Sheer Force. It's not, they're guts, but what else are they? I don't know. Oh, it's lefties. I didn't even notice because it's going on fast. Should have seen that. My bad. Alright. As you can see, this Tentacruel is just going to wall everything into absolute oblivion. 328 versus the Lando at 309. Skull does absolutely nothing as they rapid spin. Might have to put this on hyper fast. Another protect and more rain dish. This thing is just getting all of its HP back. Can we get a burn though? Where's our burn, huh? Power whip right away. In comes Lando as they go Politoed. Back out into Ferrothorn. And these burns are sucking, man. In comes Lottie as they once again just keep protecting. But I mean, like, what else can we do? Back go and it's Tentacruel on HP Ice, and they're just gonna protect and get more. Actually, they Scald right away and get a first turn burn. Are you kidding me? That's insanity to me. Anyways, that's gonna take care of it. Good grief. Alright, in comes my game. Alright, going up against the team leader Collette. I decided to lead with because, you know, Celebi can control time and stuff. So we lead off against the Mythicals for Gen 2 and 3. Both get up some nice rocks. And because I'm defensive, I eat up this Fire Punch and I go for the U-turn. The slow U-turn to see what they do. I go into Superhero Landing, figure I can scare them out. I think I go for a U-turn again. As yep, they bring in Suicune, who I was... My teammate Tante was like, hey, because I built the team really fast because I didn't have time to team build over the course of the week. But I had an idea in my head of what I wanted. And he looked at it and he's like, hey, you're kind of weak to Suicune. And I'm like, yeah, but I like have Celebi and Magnezone. And I was thinking, should I put Calm on Celebi to for sure beat Suicune? And I was like, nah, I'll be fine. And I could have also put Grass Knot. I had Grass Knot on Infernape at one point. I took it off for Mach Punch. I should have left it on. Anyways, go for the U-turn, back out into Celebi to try to scare this thing out. I wonder if I U-turn again. Yep, in comes Scarm. Actually go for the Grass Knot and get a crit. So we get some nice chip on this thing. Go for the U-turn. Into the Magnezone to trap this thing. These Dunsparks don't spark, but my Magnemite, right? Yeah, take out that Skarmory. So, opens us up a little bit. I outplay them because I figured they'd try to go for the Focus Punch. And we do get them in range. Now, let's look at their HP right now. 45%. How much did we do? We did 49. Alright, keep that in mind. Go for another Thunderbolt, and this time we do 43. What type of roll is that? We could have easily taken out Bloom, who's been a threat to me this entire time, but of course, Bloom, ironically my enemy, gets me down. And I don't want to take a Focus Punch, so I go out into Zawardo to try to take it. Not even that well, and I need this thing at more HP to take on the Suicune. We do, however, get a nice and powerful, I think we go for the HP Fire on the Breloom to try to take it out. And I was like, alright, let me get some chip on this thing, and we actually crit it. Would have done like 50 or 60 or something. But instead it just takes it out. So I was like, alright, cool. A little bit of justice for the terrible roll that I got. Now, of course, a crit is going to be much more valuable than a roll, but in terms of the game, I mean, I had an Infernape for T-Tar anyways. What I really needed though was my Magnezone for the Suicune, so it can be argued either way. And at this point, my opponent is kind of they're not thinking that the game is going to go too well for him at this point. At this point, I think I should have saved Celebi. Tried to like rapid spin. Maybe gone out into Starmie and tried to rapid spin away. Instead, I'm getting a little bit too high on my own ego here, and I'm just like, alright, bring in Magnezone on as they miss a Thunder, which sucks, but we would have eaten it anyways. I'm trying to stall out some sleep turns here because I want to take on the Suicune, as I've got him trapped. And unfortunately, we never wake up. I shouldn't have stacked it off at this point because I really needed it for the Suicune, like I said. Go on to Y version as they go Lottie, and I really wanted to predict the Lottie and go for Outrage, but I didn't, because as you can see here, the timer has been on this entire time, and I didn't. When did the timer get turned on? Because it wasn't on for a while. Oh, it was on at turn 4. But you're not supposed to have the timer on, I think. And the timer was getting down pretty low as I was trying to like run calcs and stuff, and I didn't even notice. So I've got 30 seconds according to this, and I noticed, and it's kind of starting to freak me out. And at this point, this is when I start to like misplay a little bit. And I actually, we stay in because I know they're gonna Spore. I get some nice chip off. But the timer is really stressing me out. And I literally choke here. Like, not only did I choke in terms of the game, my throat was starting to like close up. It was getting really dry. And they end up subbing, and I end up sacking off my only other thing that could really take on the Suicune. Dude, I had a freaking Flygon here that didn't do much. Like, literally, that was the choke. Or I could have even, like, let T-Tar die and get in this or something like that. Instead, that happens. So, yeah, really sucks. But we are able to get in Blaze, who is Expert Belt. And like I said, if I would have still had Grass Knot on, we still could have won from this position. So really, should have listened to my teammate and put something else for Suicune. So we keep trying to go for the crits. I think I'm just going to put the same Hyper Fast because it's just going to be a rest war, as eventually I'm going to get worn down from Sandstorm. As I keep going for it, but I'm not going to get anything, of course. So yeah, the timer really sucked for me. Because I got into my head. But yeah. Anyways, there goes that. And then I'm bringing T-Tar, and it's going to die. So, really could have still won, even without the Grass on for it. Really what I should have done is, like, sacked off T-Tar or something and gone Flygon to try to deal with the Breloom, and not sacked off my Starmie. The roll on Magnezone sucked, but we still could have. We did get the crit on T-Tar to cancel it out, you know. Alright, in comes the Little Cup game. Alright, let's see what happens here. Lead me in Fu versus the Timber. You turn out. And why do I see the same exact Pokemon every single time? You want to talk about an over-centralized metagame? This metagame here seems pretty over-centralized. I'm seeing the same 10 Pokemon every single time. In comes the Fungus on the high jump kick. As they go Pharaoh Seed, yep, on the Spore, nice job. Imagine grass types blocking Spore, that's crazy. Go for the Stealth Rocks and then the knockoff. Okay. As a Thunder Wave. Wonder if this thing is Guts. They have to be Guts, right? They have to be. Yeah, considering that now just 25 without it, then they definitely are. Knock off that Eviolite as they go for the Mach Punches 1,000,000%. Iron Barbs is gonna knock. Did they set up spikes or something? No. Okay. Maybe it doesn't have spikes. Maybe it just has rocks. Yeah, Giga Drain, rocks. What was the other move? I forget. Knockoff. Go for the T-Bolt against the Staryu. Didn't even know Coffin got T-Bolt. It's crazy. In comes Diglett on a balloon. The Sucker Punch will take it out. In comes the Fungus, of course. As they go for the Synthesis. Mewmore comes out as they synthesis again. Go for the taunts. They can't spore. Not bad, not bad. What are they gonna do? Okay, the knockoff is cool. Get rid of that a Violet, I'm assuming. Oh, the berry juice. That's cool too. In comes Onyx to wall this thing into oblivion. Do they set up with a curse or something? Oh, the dragon dance. That's pretty cool. Another knockoff as they dragon dance once again. I feel like this knockoff is doing too much. Go for the rock head smash. Nice. Pretty sure Sucker Punch can still kill, right? Oh, get rid of the Poniard. Yo, Onyx putting in the work. As now they're just going to Spore though, right? Or Giga Drain, yep. Get some chip. Okay, and what can they do against the freaking fungus though? They're just going to switch it up. They're just going to Spore, right? Oh, they go for the Giga Drain. You can't do enough with this thing. They're going to Spore now? No, they just keep Giga Drain, they have to. It can't do enough. Oh, there's the synthesis. The taunt on what I'm assuming is, yep. But even then, they're just gonna Giga Drain. Well, that sucks. And I don't see how it can beat down the, Jeez. There's a powerful 36, but the Giga Drain's gonna take it out, dang. That fungus just walled everything. Alright, in comes VGC. So, as you can see here, Hope has decided to meme with a a dino. This is crazy. Alright, Lapras and Kartana. This is looking like a pretty powerful combination. Get off that Aurora Veil, know what I'm saying? They Dynamax Regigigas. So go for the Sacred Sword, do some good ship. As they go for the Max Strike, does 1,000,000%. And lowers the speed. As they do dodge a Will-O-Wisp, which is great. Not for our opponent, but for us. Go Incineroar as another speed drop comes in. As I just realized, they aren't Intimidate, are they? Interesting. Or wait, oh, it's Neutralizing Gas. That's why I didn't even think about it. Duh, Neutralizing Gas. No wonder Regigigas has been putting in so much work. Dang, Weezing's so good in VGC. In comes the Zacian, of course. As I'm assuming soon they might switch out the Weezing and then it'll get the attack raise. Okay, going for the double protect. As they fake out. Are they Light Clay? Nope. Sacred Sword's gonna take it out, of course. Smart Strike. Jeez, does not do nearly enough. And there's the burn. The burn catches up to it. In comes our own Zacian as the Behemoth Blade does 1,000,000%. Another Behemoth Blade is almost going to take him out. Dang. I think they were counting on that Leaf Blade taking him out. Or on the Behemoth Blade taking out the Zacian, but it does not do enough. Now they're both burned. This Weezing just burning everything. That's crazy. Now in comes the Incineroar too. They've already used up their Dynamax on the Lapras. So there's not much they can do. It's just battle right up until the end. Go for the Sacred Sword, but it's not going to do anything. Both these guys are doing about the same. And the Sacred Sword. They are indeed immune, but there's nothing else they can do. And that's gonna be the game. Dang. That's unfortunate. Close to. Alright, what happens in game 2? So, you gotta lead off with the Dino, of course. As they lead off with the same strategy on the opposition. Go for the Behemoth Blade. Jeez, does over half. Which is a lot considering it's a Dynamax Regigigas. And the Will-O-Wisp, of course. Go for the Max Worm Ride, lower their attack, which is crucial. Lives on 1% and increases their Spadef. Another Behemoth Blade will finally take out the Regigigas the threat. This Dino lives and is able to get off a nice and powerful hit. Alright, down goes that. Looks like, I'm assuming, double protect. Oh no, they don't protect with Wheezing and another burn. Oh, this stupid Wheezing just keeps burning everything. Burning all the crucial mons. Sacred Sword is almost going to take it out. A Smart Strike is not going to do anything when it's burned. Down goes Dino. In comes Incineroar. And I love Smart Strike. Okay. But down goes that. I mean, I don't think you can take on both these guys, my friend. It's impossible, it seems. Ooh, but the Citrus Berry. And then there's a Sludge Bomb that's going to get him in range. The literally Wheezing status every single mon. Come on. So close, so close. So wait a minute. They could have. Who's faster? The Wheezing is actually faster than that. That's pretty crazy. But ultimately, guys, the week did not really matter. I mean, it could have potentially if. Let's look at the standings. So as you can see, Agency came out on top, followed by Snom Nom Nom. That's pretty crazy. Turtwigs, who were in first for the majority, they got their last 2 losses at the very end. But for the first 5 weeks, they were undefeated. And Togademarus were able to come up there. So, as you can see, we went 2-5, which isn't great. We had a lot of close weeks. But I think all things considered, it was a very fun league for the BBloomGang. And I was able to learn a lot about Diamond and Pearl because up to this point, I never played Diamond and Pearl. At least the metagame. So for me, it was a great learning experience, and I think I was able to improve a lot as a player. But be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.